There's nothing more freeing than the open road at dawn. Nothing but the promise of light and the fleeting feeling of the night before. Bathed in purple light, this section of the coast is straight out of a storybook. This is Palm Cove. I hate to break it to you, but the water is not always blue. This morning brings with it the quintessential essence of a tropical vacation. A sunny beach with palm trees as shade. It's only upon reflection do you really see the context of the moment. I know you're meant to be present at all times, but it's impossible not to look back on the defining choices of one's life. It's the only way to find out how much this memory means to you, and that value is the ultimate perspective of purpose. You can say you love your family, but how often do you call your mother? You can say you want to travel, but when is your next flight? It's easy to fill your time up with forgotten memories. Make some that will stick.
We're gonna make a fruit salad with it and see what we can get out of it.
So this was the exotic fruit we got. It's a mixture between a cantaloupe and a honeydew, which they're kind of really similar, so. Fruit salad! Yeah. Pretty good looking rock melon. Coming for you next, pineapple. All right, trying out mystery melon. That tastes like nothing.
That tastes like lemon water or something. It's very subtle compared to the other ones. We made enough for like the whole city.
Fruit salad, yummy, yummy.
We've got a lot of compliments, so we might try to sell this to people. Plus the power's out, so no one can eat.
The guy comes by and he's like, oh, you'll be the only one eating.
We literally have enough to feed the whole town, so.
Fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy.
Alright, Skyrail, here we come. This is all we got planned for the day. Bye, Ace. We're on our way to the Skyrail Rainforest Cableway.
With a green background.
Yeah, your shirt. It's busy. That's a hell of a lot of rewards. Is that the Olympics? We're on the gondola!
We booked the Skyrail Cableway to start and the Kuranda scenic train on the way back. The first ride was about 15 minutes and it took us to the Red Peak.
Now, Missy is a little afraid of heights, but that didn't stop us. Apparently this Skyrail was where the makers of Avatar got the inspiration for Pandora.
This Skyrail costs about $100 per person. It's a great day trip out of Cairns. It's the best way to see the rainforest, especially if you don't want to walk through too much thick vegetation.
The rainforest on Earth to see with them.
Big root system on the outside, that's the strangler fig. So we used to have a big tree here about 3 years ago, it's come down. It's opened up what we call a gap in the canopy. Now many of our trees and our plants, they lay dormant in the soil for many years and they survive off a couple of seconds of sunlight a day. They're waiting for an opportunity like this to open up so they can start to compete with each other, fill that gap and get all of that sunlight. When we talk about that sunlight, these guys want to get all of it. This one here, if we tilt our heads right to the top, we can see that at about 40 meters tall, it has achieved that.
Look, 380 million years ago, spiders evolved.
If I could go back in time, I would change that moment. I'd just go like this. Step on it.
This was such a cool and beautiful way to see the rainforest and habitat from another perspective. The views were amazing and we saw a lot of wildlife.
The wet nature of life that dominates the landscape is a tapestry of time long past. To think that these treetops are older than whole civilizations is beyond what any mortal can understand. We creatures of time are tormented by the immortal soul of nature.
Next on our journey was to the Barren Falls. We got to see it from the Cableway and also from the Din Din Lookout.
For every death comes light and rebirth in a place like this. What was gone will come again in a cycle of life that will go until the end of the observable universe.
nutrients are conserved. Plenty of rain, a canopy, shades, the forest floor. Plants compete for life.
Hey, they got a photo of you.
That's me, my big eyes.
Over tens of millions of years, as the plates of the Earth's crust shifted, Australia, with its cargo of plants and animals, began to move north. A gene pool that was to remain isolated from other continents for over 30 million years.
Oh, look at that.
It's like a roller coaster.
Back on we go.
Our last ride was to the mountain village of Kuranda.
There is something in the wet air that brings with it a sense of instinct. I want to be barefoot and naked in the waters. Ideologically, I am one with nature, but in reality, I probably need sunscreen, and there are a few things that could easily kill me in seconds.
Kookaburra sitting in the yard gum tree. Cassowary, the world can see. Laugh, cassowary laugh. Cassowary laugh in the old gum tree.
Make sure when you get to the top, you have an appetite, because there's a whole city up here in the rainforest.
Souvenir.
I'd buy candy from that stranger. I'm gonna have to get you that book, Missy.
No.
All in all, there's so much to do, but it is on the more expensive side, so make sure you have enough cash because it's definitely a worthwhile experience. Especially if you are only in Northern Queensland for a few days and can't make it up to Daintree.
Should I just ask her next time? So good.
So much to eat and markets to explore. There's even a crash site. Spooky, but very historical. This is Rainforest vibes. Dutch. Yeah. Missy's your favorite.
Yeah.
We've been to all these ones though.
All those.
Kangaroo Island, Adelaide, Great Australian Bight, Uluru, Perth, and Flinders. 12 Apostles, not been to Hobart, Melbourne, Cape,
Where's Kate?
Kakadu, Kimberley, Ninaloo, Reef. We're going there tomorrow. And yeah, Kosciuszko, Sydney, Canberra, Brisbane. No Chicago. You would think with all the Michael Jordan jerseys.
Did you just hang one of those up there?
We got another taste of closed Cairns.
The train was closed, so now we have to take the Skyrail back. But we got some money back, which was good. But we paid for lunch, so
Cancels out.
equals.
Those guys are having to.
Almost looks like they're looking for something down there. Oh, maybe. Or...
It's got it. Yeah.
What proof that I did it?
Yeah. I consider me dead.
As we're leaving, one of the gondola workers like, yeah, do you know why the train isn't running? And we're like, no, I don't know. She goes, somebody drove like an escalator cart or something onto the tracks and then left it there.
Just left and didn't leave the keys.
And they can't move it. So we think somebody, it's obviously done on purpose. Somebody didn't do it on accident. So whoever did that,
Curse you.
curse you.
It's okay. I had a great time. It was cute. It was
Me too, it was fun. But anyway, that was the Skyrail, and where were we? What was it called?
Kuranda, I think.
Kuranda, Skyrail to Kuranda.